Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
Yeah, he's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
James made a search from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Nedved, he's on it, can he? Real chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's Nedved. He's having a shot! It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Vieira. And the pass is intercepted. Rui Costa. Beckham. Cafu. Well, that looks a decent ball. And this is Beckham. Cross into the box. Oh, what has happened here? Brazil are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Nedved. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Roberto Carlos. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Brazil have their third corner. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Gullit. Well, we've seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Nedved. Cruyff. Well-timed, excellent interception. Cristiano shoots! Goal! Brazil! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter, not a lot more to add.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And that's gone loose. It's a really well-measured ball, and that interception was most necessary. Ball is over the line. Ferdinand goes long. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. And this is Gullit. Rui Costa, and the finish! Now, who's going to be first to this? Gerrard. And the counter is on. And that is as far as they're going to go. Brazil are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Cafu.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Pass somewhat off target. And it's James. Oh, good, and Hullet! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get. Brazil have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Beckham is looking to influence the game from out wide. And he's worked it through, and he's made sure that... Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So, this to restore parity. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Yaya Toure. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Nedved can see things others simply cannot.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Ambitious ball here. Oh, that's well spotted. Hullet. Good running, strong and purposeful. And there's the end of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
And now, I'd just like to read out our fan club members who are celebrating their birthdays today. Substitution on the field. Number 14, Johan Cruyff. Number 8.
So we're into the second 45.
Coming on the field.
Brazil have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going.
Rui Costa! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Brazil get their fourth corner. And now they can spring out of defence. No, that's been intercepted. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
It's Rui Costa. Cafu gets over and intercepts. Now it's Messi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That's a shade optimistic. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. That'll be a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Coming on to replace him.
Can he get onto this?
Number 30,
and he cuts out the supply.
Šeško. Substitution.
Messi. And they've switched it over to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Bergomi is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Now, can they get him away? Brazil do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Aims beyond the defence. Great run on the overlap here.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's made its way to him. Great ball if he can get there. And that is expertly dealt with. That has been cut short. Passing is crisp and sharp. Vieira. Lampard. Tries from distance. Great effort, beautifully taken.
Lampard brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Beckham. Šeško. And he's been shifted off it. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Played into space. Bergomi promptly onto that, and that is that. Passes short and sharp.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Vieira. So what can they make of this? And it's Bellingham. Šeško, and the shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 23, Beckham. Coming on the field.
Brazil have now used up all but one of their substitution
Number
windows.
20, Figo. Substitution in progress.
Vieira kept his eye on it, and he's there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Figo. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, smashing header! They've done it! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. We are into stoppage time. Looking for a runner. Good ball over the top.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
Turns and goes back. He's being urged to shoot. He can get that clear. And that's that. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game.
Today that memorabilia from today's match
After all of
is
that,
now
Jim,
on sale.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the
Hello,
promise
everybody,
of a
and
match that
welcome
will
to
really
today's
get the
match.
juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
For me, Peter, Steven Gerrard's game is all about courage. It's a word he himself uses a lot. He's always urging everyone around him to have a go on the ball and not be afraid.
And he absolutely practices what he preaches in that respect.
He does, indeed. And I think he's England's best all-round midfielder of his generation. A ball winner, great distributor, never stopped running, playmaker, and more than a decent finisher too. The only question is, where do you play him to make the most out of all?
He rises! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
That pass isn't the best. And this is Ronaldo. Rui Costa. James. Figo. Closing in on goal. Varane did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Roberto Carlos. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's in on goal. Still goalless. Vieira. That's an imaginative pass. Gerrard conjures time and space where few can. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Nesta. Cafu tries making a foray down the right. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
No way through. Nedved going face-to-face with his great rival. Messi in acres of space out wide. Big header! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Now he's got space here. And he cuts out the supply. Rui Costa is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Gerrard. And that's put paid to a promising move. And it's Nedved. Vieira. Nicely aimed pass. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, that's a key interception. And back to the keeper they go. And this is Ronaldo. And this is Hullet.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. pull it. Thinks about the shot. Cafu plays it. A mighty effort! Goal! Certain, searing and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And it's Gullit. He's having a go! Oh, bang on target. Ferdinand, looking to play him in.
Added time.
Now it's Gullit. Chris, decent chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
This possibly the last play of the half. Played out to the right. Looking to go deep. Defend. And the half-time whistle goes. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the action is back on the way.
Brazil really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
Brazil clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
That has been cut short. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. All the way back. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And this is Nedved. And they win it back again. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Figo carries the ball down the right. Oh, great run, magical! Figo delivers. Tries to get it clear. Figo not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Not the most convincing of passes. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Tries to pass it through. And this is Roberto Baggio.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Looking for the run. Good read, needed to be. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, good-looking ball. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Pull it. It's a threatening ball. Chance, surely! That was superb goalkeeping.
Cristiano Ronaldo is offering a wry smile there.
Substitutions taking place.
Brazil have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical...
Vieira! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Cristiano Ronaldo, a class apart, out on his own! That is a gem! An absolute gem! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Now he's off and running. Gerrard. Šeško. And it's James. That has been slung wide. Brazil finding their passes. Cafu.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
And he's onside. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Figo. Cafu made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Cafu, who does have an assist to his name. 5 minutes left on the clock. Roberto Baggio. And it's made its way to him. Oh, nicely intercepted. Iniesta. Roberto Carlos, played out wide, knocks it into space, drives it in.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Two minutes to be added on. Šeško. And this is Ibrahimovic. Now this could be a chance. He gets big. And that may well be that. That is that. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry.